things slow.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the MLP. I took a break primarily to focus on how to rearrange my content, how to give you better quality, how to approach it, how to convey my thoughts and opinions in a way that is more digestible to the masses. You know, I started off the channel rough. You go through the first few videos, you start to see me just talking candidly and, cussing and all that stuff. And then I listen to all these different YouTubers and streamers, and I listen to all these people who have insight in certain industries, tips and tricks on, these videos are promoted because or don't use profane language in certain aspects and certain time limits and what promotes what and how the algorithms and stuff work. I try to always stress being self-aware and self-correcting and standing back and asking for opinions or taking myself out of my train of thought and looking at it and re-listening and saying if I was this person, how would I feel about what I said and all that stuff. So I do a lot of that thinking. I do a lot of that self-reflecting and self-analyzing for me to correct or me to be confident in what I'm doing moving forward. So I wasn't confident in what I was doing moving forward the first few videos. I look back, I said, the only way I can get better at this is to do it. Not just to sit back and look and research, you have to do it. You can think and you can get all the research you want, but you got to step out there. You got to step in the water. You got to do it. Throw out the stuff. Throw it out there. See how it reacts. I started thinking about short videos, started making long videos, which is what I start in my mind. I'm like, who wants to sit here and listen to me give an opinion about all these different topics? Because I range from different topics, from sports to the technology world, to automobile world, to real life events, political events, life events, comedy, music. It's everything because it's just who I am. I'm not a one-dimensional person. I try not to be because I think your experiences in life outside of your comfort zone mold you into the highest potential person that you can be. I can't be the best version of me if I was just stuck in Memphis. See, I'm born and raised in Memphis. North Memphis and South Memphis. South Memphis primarily. I went to Hamilton High, played basketball, all that. People understand. Got a full ride scholarship to TSU, came to Nashville. It was like night and day. When I say that, I don't like to sound harsh, but to my Memphis people, Memphis is like a black hole. It's like a rut where everybody does the same. It's a labor town. It's a labor city. Everybody hard workers, warehouses, prevalent. There's a lot of stuff like that, but it's not a variety of opportunity in work as it is here in Nashville. It was like I like to be in spaces with positivity and forward thinking and open mindedness and creatives that think outside the box or like to compound on ideas I already had and already given. And I like to be able to bounce things off and be around people that's just not like me because I can bring me. I want you for you. I want you to bring you because I'm always open and listening. I always lead with respect. That's first and foremost throughout anything in life. I lead with respect because I will die about my respect and my dignity. Those are non-negotiable. It's not just a soft line. It's not a hard line or a soft line. It's a non-negotiable. Ain't no line for you to step over there. If you infringe on that, it is what it is from that point. I accept all responsibility after that. But that's all it. I'm not like that. But, you know, I like the openness that all the people I've been able to bump into and talk to and befriend. Like when I say my list of friends and my people that I know and I can go in, basketball has connected me there because from hooping in the Bellevue Ford Ice Center to the YMCA downtown, the YMCA where I met hooping with Dwight Howard. I was in Brentwood where I was hooping with more affluent people, meeting a lot of people from different career backgrounds and older and younger. I heard in Murfreesboro, hooping in everywhere, hooping in Mount Juliet, everywhere. I'll say everywhere. So it helped me meet a lot of people, and I started to cultivate my ideas. I already came with what I wanted to do. See, what I'm wearing, No Wayne. No Wayne is my clothing apparel company that I have been in the works for since 2017, 2015, 2016. 2016. And it's a company that where I said, I'm not into like fashion. I'm not into like the designer things, I'm a more simplistic. I like simpleness where I can be creative with it, but simple but clean where I can wear this for this occasion, wear this anywhere. I can go out and do this. I can be comfortable wearing this in a business casual profession like that, or scenery, stuff like that. So I have that company that I'm getting everything legally on the legal side, trademarks and registration and stuff like this. So I'm getting all that out the way, along with my nonprofit Amali, that you'll probably see a hashtag. You'll probably see it in the videos in the corners or something like that up there. And that's my nonprofit. That's me. I have an initiative for that. And I get in that too. It takes a whole nother type of video for me to describe that. But me personally, this channel is for you to be able to hear me as I'll be doing both businesses, but my primary is my apparel company. And I didn't like it. First impressions are everything, so I don't do pop-ups. I don't do all that stuff. It's going to be a rollout where you see the companies nowadays. It's a difference. It's not the connection that they used to go on and establish with consumers. We see have good commercials. You had people with character that represented the companies that made you want to be, that made you want to wear this. It connected you within a certain period of time with people. It connected you with this color or this color meant something because it was connected to a team or connected to a show or connected to just a time period. And you can always remember that because it was something that made you feel good. It wasn't a negative. It wasn't used as a negative. It wasn't used as a status symbol. I don't want my brand and my clothing to be known as a status symbol. I want it to be known as almost not just a lifestyle, but the type of person that wants to wear this is a person of respect, dignity, moral values, religious beliefs of any kind. Not any kind, but the right kind. And when I say right, I mean something that's conducive with the prosperity and the forwarding of humanity and the American country. That's what I'm forwarded with. And not just the American country, but the world and people, because we need to be without this hate and divisiveness. That's what I'm against. Though it's always an enemy in the world. The world is not kumbaya. Everything ain't fair. Life ain't fair. And it should be, and the older you get, you start to understand that. And I understood that in various ways. And I love to get that conversation with you guys because my favorite thing is to say there is no such thing as a good man or good woman. Because for me to be that good man or that good husband or that good father, I have to be the opposite to the opposite. It's always an enemy. I have to be that monster. I have to be that beast. I have to be that, you have to be that type of person. That's why I have such respect for police officers and in the U.S. Army and the Marines and all the people who fight for this country and fight for the freedoms that we are afforded and we can have and that we take for granted every day. So I have a profound respect because I understand that I look through that lens. I'm only 28, but a lot of experience and a lot of things that I do more listening than I do talking. See, I lived most of my life without social media. I didn't get a phone till I was probably in 11th grade. Didn't have a Snapchat until I was a sophomore in college. I didn't have a Facebook. I didn't know how to operate that. I just made a X, Twitter, and during the pandemic, and that's it. Never had a TikTok. All of the other stuff. I just never. I've always been a personal person. I've always been outside. I'd rather talk to somebody face to face. I can't trust somebody if I can't talk to you face to face. If I can't see you in if I can't look you in your eyes, I don't truly know you. I can't say that I truly know you because I think I have a very unique gift that I've learned, a unique skill that I've learned that I know how to communicate and to read verbal, nonverbal gestures and body language and tone. And I'm more aware of how you feel than how I feel. I know how I feel, but to further certain things, I know to put my feelings aside, certain things need to be said at a certain time, in a certain tone, in a certain way, in a certain order for me to get this interaction where it needs to go, So I know I'm all over the place, but it's just an introduction to me and to my thought process before you get to the channel, before you get to the own knowing, listening to all the future videos and stuff like that. I just want you to know that I'm always coming with respect first. I try to do as much research as I can before. I hate when people say things or mispronounce people's names and give the wrong information or don't preempt the information for to be given to as this is secondary, this is secondhand, I don't know the full information. I may be wrong, I may be right. I don't know. Sometimes just not talking about it is sometimes the best because misinformation is very high right now and it's causing a lot of hate and divide. And I don't do that. I don't care for that. I don't respect nobody that does anything like that. So I just want you guys to understand and see where I'm coming from. Understand that my thought process and how I'm gonna go about things on this channel. Everything is done by me, only me. I edit. I'm on the iPhone. I got my iPad. I got some lights set up that I got from when I was when I make to shoot my photos for my clothing. Everything has been self because I need to know. I need to know how to do that. So before I even expand this thing or anything like that, because there's no telling if it's going to be successful. But you ask me a question, am I going to be successful in this? I'm going to tell you, hell yeah. Ain't no question. Because I do everything with confidence. Because I put in the work and I'm going to put in the work. I don't beg for nothing. Whatever comes because I want everything to be genuine. I want conversation to be genuine. I want actions. Whatever happens to be genuine. I don't like anything transactional. I try to avoid that. I know that you need to do that sometimes in life because everybody you deal with, you're not going to like. Everybody you deal with, you're not going to respect. But the thing is, even if you don't like it, if you don't like me, if you don't respect me, if you hate me, all I can tell you to do is don't disrespect me. You don't have to respect me. Don't disrespect me because that's when we're going to have a problem. We can do business. We can do anything. We can be cordial, live life. Cool. Fine. You do you. I'm doing everything is fine. We working because it's a society. Nobody's perfect. And a person trying to achieve perfection isn't a person that I trust because nobody ever be perfect. I just want you to know that whatever conversation, whatever topic we can talk about, whatever thing, I'll never avoid something that isn't worth standing up or worth voicing an opinion about. Some things are worth avoiding because it does no good for either one of us. Some things don't need to be discussed in public. Some things don't need to be put on airwaves because it's a hindrance or it's a liability or it's a security risk just to be talking about it just for clicks. I don't do that. I think about what I'm gonna talk about. I look at things. I sit on things for days sometimes before I form an opinion because sometimes I initially feel something and then I say, hey, maybe I'm reacting or thinking emotionally. Let me sit back. Let me give it 24 hours. Let me get 48 hours. Let me get another perspective on this so I know I'm not tripping. You know, I don't want to be tripping. I don't want to be coming off as ignorant. I don't want to be coming out, sometimes I just go off and, hey, it is what it is. I do that. I can be accountable as a man of anything that I say or anything that comes out of my mouth. That's no problem with me. In any aspect, in any parts of life. Anybody that know me know that. But I just want to be able to have that type of rapport with anybody that tune into the channel, any subscribers. I want everybody to feel welcome. There is no person who is, I don't care what amount of money, I don't care what position you have, I don't care what you do. Respect and dignity is at the forefront of everything. And when we have those, we can conquer anything. I don't care how many things we disagree on. If there's certain things we can agree on, we can always have respect and dignity between us. There's nothing we cannot do. Nothing. And I bet my life on that. I've seen it. I've done it. I've been around people that don't. All type of things. I don't subscribe to victimhood. I don't subscribe to none of that. I don't care about none of that. I don't have to preface everything I say as being a black man. As a black man saying, I don't have to do that. You got eyes. You got ears. You see and you can hear me. So I don't got to read. If you got to ask the question, you can ask the question. I don't care about answering it, but I just don't care. It is what it is. I like people from different cultures and stuff like that. I know I like to be around, like people around that because I like to see that. I like to be around. I like to learn that. I like seeing people get along because we start to learn. We start to different perspectives and different cultures. Once you clash and once you collaborate on certain things, you can start to make things. You can start to progress and forward things. You can come up with new ideas that you would have never came up with by yourself, isolated. That's what make America great. That is what will make America great. All that, everything else that everybody dealing with, we can handle it at different times, different dates. I don't care for that. It is what it is with those. Those get dealt with on the spot. There is no kicking the bucket down the road. Those type of issues, those type of hate, type of racism, bigotry, and all that stuff. This stuff needs to be handled on the spot. And if you're quiet about it, if you're silent on it, if you let it happen, you're complicit in it. And I put you in the same enemy being as the perpetrator. Because as a man, that's what we need to start back getting into as a society. That's the only way we'll be able to keep the family strong. I'm okay with roles as genders. I'm okay with understanding that bravery is a selfless thing. Bravery and courage. You may be doing things that's not beneficial to you at all, but it's beneficial to people and humanity. And you have a moral line. You have a code that you abide by, that you uphold. You have a religious belief that needs to be upheld, and you can't let this injustice go by. You can't let this happen without it being checked. You can't let it happen. You can't let it go on. I can't let you sit here and bully somebody in my presence. If you're gonna do that, do it without me around. Because if I'm around, it's just not gonna happen. I'll never be comfortable around that. You won't be comfortable around me doing that. Saying it. You can think what you want. Just don't do it around me. Spewing hate, racism, all that stuff. None of that. Man, I got so many partners, black, white, Hispanic, Vietnamese, Asian, Japanese, man. We done said everything under the sun, man. Everything. Anything that you want to hear. No holds barred. No holds barred. Said everything. Because you have that type of respect. You have to be aware of certain people. You have to have those type of tough conversations just to know where you are, where these people, where everybody is mentally and emotionally as men and women. We have to be able to have those type of conversations so we can have even a tighter connection. And that's what I like to establish. That's what I'm going to establish on this channel. And I'm gonna do it in the best way I know how, the most respectful way I know how, and entertaining as it can be. I'm not the funniest dude in the world. I'm not the quickest witted with comebacks and stuff like that. But just know that I know what I'm saying. I'm confident in what I'm saying. Any type of debate that you want to have, I'm up for anything. Up for anybody that has and keeps a respectful attitude when it happens. I don't do look. I don't argue with men. I don't. When it comes to disrespect, I don't do no arguing. Only person that I got argue with is my girl. She the only one that get that out of me, or my family. But the only person that yeah, she earned that. Cause she get to call me on my stuff. Anytime I'm doing something wrong, anytime I'm probably out my norm, I need that person to be able to tell me what I'm doing. I may come back, I'll be like, I ain't doing that. But I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna say, you know what, you're right. My bad. I apologize. And I correct that. I need those type of people around me because accountability holds society together. And that's a lot of things. I've said a lot of things that I know we can delve into in different parts of society with the legal system and all that stuff like that. I'll tell you one more thing. Don't ever be afraid to contact me on anything. Don't be afraid to email me or anything like that. Look, I'm just a regular guy too. I ain't gonna say regular guy, but we do all the same things at times. I'm never better than you. You're not better than me. I'm never lower than you. You never lower than me. We the same person. We got the same footing. We bleed the same. We'll die the same. It doesn't matter. As long as we have respect and dignity, we good. We can be cool. But I just want to let y'all know, give a quick update on the channel, quick update on things, how I've been moving and shaking and stuff like that. Like, this stuff is everything gonna change, you know. Hey, look, when it come to this, two things. When I'm drinking, what is that? Jack Daniels. And my favorite, my favorites is the new Uncle Nearest. About 20, 25 minutes away from the Nearest Green Distillery. Haven't been yet. I appreciate Fawn Weaver. I've listened to a lot of stuff. I did a lot of research about it once I learned about it. Man, I love it. And I'm Tennessee first. Tennessee. Everything Tennessee. Memphis is my heart. Nashville like a second home. In Tennessee versus any other place in this world. So that's all I got to say on this matter. Y'all see me next video. Appreciate y'all. Do me a favor. You don't gotta like the video. You ain't gotta comment. None of that. Hey, look, whatever you do, I want it to be genuine. I don't like to beg. I don't like to ask because I don't like people to. It's probably a pride thing. It can be a negative, but I just don't like people. I don't like the big things. So you won't see me saying please like the video, please subscribe. I probably type it in a graphic or something to do that. But people that want to be here, the people that's gonna find me, find this channel, they're gonna do it naturally. And I appreciate every single person that's gonna be here, that will be here, and might be here for a time, might be here for a season. And that's fine with me. Hopefully we have a great time while you're here. And I appreciate everybody that tune in, appreciate anybody that view or listen. because you don't have to. Just know I always appreciate that. I don't take people for granted. I don't take what people do for me and do with me for granted. I remember that. I remember that I cherish people to the highest extent. So appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one. See y'all next video.
Yeah, so much on my mind.